The aspirations of a season come down to the perspiration of the last 90 minutes. For Manchester City, another chapter in their quite extraordinary history of brushes with fate. And their team selection, already hampered by injuries, becomes an even greater problem because of suspensions to Nicky Reed and Mick McCarthy. So Andy May moves across to partner Kenny Clements in the middle of the defence. Jim Tolmie is there in midfield, in spite of spending most of the week in hospital. And Jim Melrose will carry his hamstring injury up front. No problems for Charlton Athletic. They come here having banished fears of relegation. They're in 17th place. Their team is unchanged from the side which drew with Oxford, and already they're looking forward to next season. Well, you would think this will be a match for men, but there are one or two boys involved, not least of them 18-year-old Paul Simpson, who's managed 5 goals in his 8 games. And in particular, perhaps the man that City have to beat, 17-year-old Lee Harmsworth, playing only his 3rd league game, having been called back from an outward bound course in Wales, and usually the youth team goalkeeper. And just to add spice to the whole affair, separate these two identical twins, the Kimball brothers, Alan on the left, I think. And here's the calmest man around, even managing time for a yawn, Billy McNeill, the manager of Manchester City. The referee is Francon Roberts of Prestatyn in Clwyd. And the biggest crowd of the season at Main Road for Manchester City's biggest game. In the blue, attacking the goal to our left. People are remembering 2 years ago when Luton pipped them and City went down. And the programme goes back to 1927 when City and Portsmouth were in this identical position. And Portsmouth went up instead of City by 1/200th of a goal. First challenge for Alan Kimball. Kimball brothers, 18 years old. It's Jim Tolmie. No problems for Mark Hazelwood, Charlton Athletic captain and player of the year. Neil McNabb making his 50th appearance for City today. Lee, one Kimball finds the other. Gary to Allen. May causing slight concern. Clements. It's a very nervous start by City. Lomax. Proved to be a very useful acquisition. He's here on loan from Oldham Athletic, having started his career here. And on this sort of afternoon, his experience could be vital in the absence of Reed and McCarthy. Good play by Tolmie, but it needed Clements to stretch. And Charlton making all the play, really, at the moment, on by Kirbishley. May. Kirbishley. Melrose. Referee allows play to go on. In the right position at the right time was Phillips, and he was given the ball. Simpson who provided the cross, and Phillips. Get off the field, says Billy McNeill to his spectators. An early goal is what they want, but they don't want their concentration destroyed by a pitch invasion. The game's about 90 minutes and the manager is furious with the reaction of the crowd, and how right he is from all points of view. Simpson making the break on the left, and Phillips was waiting in the middle, totally unmarked. And Phillips scores his 11th goal of the season. 9 of the previous 10 have been in winning matches. Simpson made the break on the left, but it was Phillips who was taking the eye because he was unmarked in the middle, and he was given the ball, and City had the lead. Phillips, Melrose, real chance for number 2. Good save by the youngster. Really did well because Jim Melrose was right in on him, stood his ground and got down very quickly. The shot, though, it has to be said, from Melrose's point of view, placed too close to the goalkeeper. Even so, the youngster did well. Harris, one of his former clubs, involved in this battle at the top, Leeds United. Oh, he didn't look me! Still with the opportunity. Oh, amazingly, Grit couldn't get it in. Brilliant cover on the post by Jeff Lomax. What a let-off for Manchester City. Jeff Lomax, who's only played a handful of games, but he was the saviour of his side then. Steve Grit wanted to make too sure. Hazelwood leaves it, Flanagan takes it. Jeff Lomax, in fact, only his 9th appearance, but he got over to cover the near post after the initial mistake had been made by Andy May, and Steve Grit wanted to make so sure to poke it in and couldn't get it through the legs. McNabb. May, nicely killed. And used. And this 18-year-old has already become quite a favourite, and that was a more challenge. The referee had no alternative really other than to get the free kick, although Power had gone on to get possession. Kinsey. Corner. Challenged by Alan Kimball. It's easy when you can see the number. Corner coming right on the 15-minute mark. And May trying to get to it. And did! Spite of the efforts of the 17-year-old goalkeeper and the 18-year-old fullback, Andy May makes it 2-0 for Manchester City. Almost a veteran by comparison, but he's only 21. And again, Billy McNeil sees people coming onto the pitch. In fact, I think a total of 3. But City's total, the team, is 2 goals. Andy May's 3rd goal of the season, and how well he climbed, and he found the gap right in the top. Confirmation of the position. 2 goals towards the First Division. Kinsey. Paul Simpson involved in both goals, the cross from which Phillips scored and the corner from which May scored. this match by McNabb. Parr. And the referee wants words with Paul Fryer, who overstretched and caught Paul Parr. But I think by both players a genuine attempt to get the ball, and Parr was certainly living up to his name. And the City captain none the worse for the incident. Phillips. Simpson! Well, the pace and the angle of the ball was against him. And I think one could say then that the young goalkeeper was a little caught out. May. And City go off at half-time with their 2-0 lead intact. The first goal scored by David Phillips in the 6th minute, his 11th of the season. And Andy May climbing well to make it 2-0 with his 3rd of the season. And listen to the applause. The job is half done. Well, it's looking good for the home side. And people are able to listen to their transistor radios and not be concerned about the scores in the other matches. Some of the Charlton supporters have only just arrived after the problems outside Watford on the trains. You can tell them their side is 2 down. And Harmsworth has been much the busier of the two goalkeepers. Parr. Flanagan for Robert Lee to chase. Darman. Charlton having the greater amount of possession. Flanagan. Lomax. Too tight for all nerves. I think he's feeling it a bit at the moment, Billy McNeil. Simpson wants it. Fryer very quickly to him. He needed the help of Hazelwood. But it's quite clear that the opposition have decided they've got to keep a closer watch on this fellow. May. They've given him a bit of room here, though. That's the crucial one, surely. Ball hung in the air, but there was no challenge on Melrose as he made the header. Well, they won't admit it until the end, but inwardly they must feel that that is it. Gives them the breathing space that they needed. And as in the first half, the opening goal of the second half comes after a period of uncertainty by the home team. Jim Melrose, goal number 7. That's a lucky number for some. May. Simpson in the chase. That's 4. The 18-year-old delighted, but at this moment spares some sympathy for the young goalkeeper. He wasn't sure whether to come out and have a fly hack at the ball or whether it would travel into the area. It didn't. Simpson stole it, and Manchester City lead by 4-0. Nothing surely can stop them now. After 2 years in what for them is a wilderness of the second division. They cannot be there when United are in the first, that is absolutely for sure. And the Scotsman that they brought down from Celtic is taking them back where their supporters feel they belong. Good save by Williams. Shot came from Robert Lee. Keep going to the end is the shout from the man at the back. But you can hear what the crowd feel about it. All doubts have been swept away. Foul by Tolmie. 2 months ago, City led the second division by 6 points. And a sequence of just 2 points in 6 games, followed by a victory at Portsmouth. But then doubt again, held by Oldham here, lost at Notts County on Monday. But the scene has now changed and the skies are blue. Melrose to Simpson. 6 goals in 9 games. What a start for him. Phillips! Yes! Another spectacular effort. How well was that £65,000 spent from Plymouth? Oh, he's loving every minute of it now. Poor lad, he had no chance with that one. The moment that Phillips came forward, one would have put a fair bit of money on it that the ball was going into the corner. He scored some spectacular goals this season, including a couple which have won our Goal of the Month competition, and he really buried that one. Go back to 1927 when they put 8 past Bradford City, but that wasn't enough. 5 for sure will be more than enough now. Dowman. Dowman. Blue scarves all over the crowd, all around the ground. Grits cross. What a difference from 2 years ago on the last day of the season. Luton came here and sent them down with a goal 4 minutes from time, but now they're going back up. Grits! Oh, and they're certain to go if that sort of chance is missed. Steve Dowman, the culprit. Would only, in truth, have been a consolation, but Darwin should have scored. Tolmie. Hazelwood. Kimball. Lee. Good play by Robert Lee. Kerbishley. Oh! And he hit the post. Everything going Manchester City's way. They could have conceded 2 goals in the last 3 minutes. And they don't give a damn. Kimball, Gary Kimball. It's a useful cross. And it's turned in by Robert Lee. Alex Williams will be disappointed. Spoiled his clean sheet. But Charlton deserving of some consolation, which Robert Lee gives them. Takes his season's tally into double figures. Clements. There's a City encampment. And all the photographers are encamped in front of Billy McNeil. Once again, on the last day of the season, the opposition have scored a late goal, but this time it matters not a jot. City have 5 in the net and a place back in the First Division. It's all so casual and end of season-ish now. Oh, Phillips, good save by Williams. Denying Gary Kimball. City are back in the First Division. Not surprisingly, there is a pitch invasion. The police had not a chance. Andy May goes off without his shirt. He won't mind that. Police horses on the field, but the crowd are being very good-natured, and I really think it's rather pointless trying to get them off. They've come to celebrate, not to cause problems. Paul Powers lost his shirt as well, and there are 1 or 2 faces of concern. And I don't think Andy May's in any hurry to get back to the dressing room. One of the scorers, Phillips the first, May the second, Melrose the third, Simpson the fourth, and Phillips the final goal. And the 2 years in the wilderness of the Second Division have come to an end.